Hello and welcome back. To those that are new here, my name is Camille and I usually do crochet and knit tutorials as well as some vlogs. And in this video, I had this idea to use up my scraps and do 3 projects. I have in mind a sweater, pants, and a dress because I've never made a dress and I think it's finally time to make one. I don't know yet what kind of dress I want to make, so I'm gonna leave that to last because I already have an idea for a sweater. And these are the yarns that I pulled aside for a sweater. If you've been following me, you know that I love green. That's why I have loads of these scraps. I think they all go very well together, and it's basically double knit, then a run and 2 chunky ones that I'm gonna try and combine. I already started cast on. Basically, this is gonna be a very easy sweater because it's gonna be made in panels, 4 rectangles, 2 for the front and back and 2 for the sleeves, and then I'm gonna assemble it together. And the reason why I'm doing it in knit is because I recently learned how to do it. I don't know anything fancy like all the different stitches and things like that. I can do rib, knit, purl, and some decrease or increase stitches, but that's pretty much it. I probably should now go into something more difficult like color work or all those cables and things in different textures.
Honey, I got what you want. Give me all of your love, 'cause it's burning hot. It's what you do to me, babe, I can guarantee. Honey, I got.
And this is where I am maybe after an hour or so. I did switch color to the lighter one after some rows, but yeah, I'm gonna continue making these, and I am going for this very loose, messy kind of look. This color that I worked here is even more messy. Let me just get it out of the sun. It's because that this yarn was already used for another project and I did unravel it because I didn't want to make it or finish it, so this is even messier. But yeah, I don't mind the messy look. This is pretty much what I'm going for. So I'm gonna do some more rows and I will update you later. It is about 3 p.m. now and I think I started at around 1 o'clock. This is how much I was able to do in those 2 hours. This is how it looks. I started new color quite recently, so I'm gonna do that. But yeah, I think I'm gonna finish this panel and then I'm gonna come back with the full result because it's pretty much doing the same thing over and over again. Knit and purl rows. And also my cat is going mad. It is now just slightly past 5 p.m. and I have finished front panel. This is how it looks. I did shape shoulders tiny bit because I am thinking of joining method that is going to eat a bit of the fabric, so I did some extra rows for that. Now in terms of these first rows that I have here, the more I look at them, the more I don't like it because it looks like someone did it who doesn't know how to knit, and then it all looks nice using other yarns, but it's gotta stay like this now because I'm not gonna remake it once again. But yeah, I now have to make another one like this, and I think just to switch it up I'm gonna do the sleeve and then I'm gonna do another panel and then the sleeve, or maybe 2 sleeves. But yeah, I'm glad I got this done. I do like how it looks. I am thinking doing this off camera because this isn't that interesting. It's same exact thing, so there's not much to show, and hopefully I can finish at least 1 sleeve today so that I can wake up early tomorrow and probably do another front panel as well as the sleeve because I really want to finish this in these 2 days. I don't know why, but I think this is going to look quite nice, so I already want to put it on and wear it basically. And it's now 10 p.m. I did went for a grocery shop, but I also managed to do both sleeves. This is how they look. This is now the next day. It's about 12 p.m. and I also got a other panel done. So I've got the back, which doesn't have any shoulders, so it is just a rectangle. And I have laid it all on the floor so that you can better see what it's looking like with both the panels and sleeves. And I think I'm gonna be using this red yarn to join it all together, which I think is gonna look nice, but I'm not too sure. But yeah, I'll see how that goes, and I can always take it apart. And now the fun part is to hide all of the tails.
That's what she said!
I think I'm gonna time myself up. I've never done this before, and I usually think it's taking me less time than I think it does. So I'm curious to see how long it will actually take me to hide all of those tails in. So I've got my stopwatch here. Hopefully you can see it. I'm gonna start it right away, and I'm gonna go in to hide all of those tails. And one sleeve took me 11 minutes and a half, so I reckon all of the pieces is gonna be somewhere close to an hour. So yeah, one sleeve is done. I'm gonna do the rest, and I will update you how long it took me. So all of the tails are now hidden. I guessed it right, it took me about an hour. It's not that bad, and I would rather hide the tails in, even if it took 5 hours, rather than gluing them or making multiple knots and then cutting them off. I don't think that's secure, but if you do that, I don't judge you. I know it is a least favorite part of everyone's who crochet or knit is to weave in the tails, but anyway, now to the exciting part of assembling everything together. And I have marked the armhole, and now my sleeve needs to be sewn like this, but I'm gonna do it from the right side, and using this yarn I'm gonna sew it all together with pretty visible seams. This yarn does split up very easily, so I'm trying to be careful, and I am going stitch by stitch, so it will take a while. But I think I like how it's looking with this contrasting color, and I think it's gonna look quite nice all together. And half of it is done, so I did join this sleeve with the seam up, the shoulder, and the sides of the sweater, so I'll need to repeat the same thing on the other side. I'm gonna do that, and I will meet you with the finished result. And this is it from another angle. Let me know in the comments what you think about the contrasting seam. Let me know if I should take apart and maybe single crochet over to create a more raised edge, or if I should leave it. But yeah, I'm gonna see how I feel about it. I do like it, but like not 100%. I'll see if I will eventually change it. This is now 2 days later because I had to edit the tutorial for the green top I made in this vlog, as well as preparing the yarns for the Manchester Wool and Yarn store and my online web as well. I also did prepare some new kits, which I can actually show you, but yeah. And these are the kits I was talking about. So one of them is where you can make a hand warmer, so you do get a written printed pattern, as well as this tote bag, so you do get the yarn and everything to make it. But yeah, today I'm gonna be starting off the pants. I did consider doing shorts because I would probably make more use out of it because the spring is coming and everything, but I think I'm gonna do the pants. It's gonna use up so much more yarn as well compared to shorts. And for now, I'm just gonna pick out the yarns that I will be using for the pants. And this is what I grabbed just to start off. I'm sure I'm gonna grab so much more yarns, and this is going to be a very colorful pants. I do like some color. These are all my hand-dyed yarns, and these 4 are just regular acrylic. This is wool, I think, but yeah, I'm gonna start off with these and I'll see where it gets me. and I started off my pants. These are worked bottom up, and I do have tutorial already, so I'm not gonna talk through what I am doing. If you want to make those, you can go and watch a tutorial. But yeah, I did post on Instagram and YouTube if you have any questions that I could answer on this vlog. And some of you did leave some questions. One of them being, where is my accent from? So I am Lithuanian and I moved to UK 6 years ago now. But yeah, I am Lithuanian and this is where the accent is coming from. Another question is about if I am a full-time crocheter and knitter. So yeah, I am. I think last year, October, so a bit over a year now. So a year and 3 months or so. I've been self-employed doing crochet and knit. I had some income coming from Etsy already while I was still in my full-time employment, but I always was just too scared to leave to do content full-time, as well as, you know, living off of a hobby, because I wouldn't call this a job. I mean, of course, there are some aspects of it where it is actually a job, but I absolutely love it and I'm so glad I can live off of it. How it happened though, at a time I was working in a call center. I was then promoted to complaints team. I did that for a while and eventually there wasn't enough of work. So some of the people, including me, have been sent back to the call center. And I mean, I was fine at the beginning because, you know, that's what I chose to do. I wanted to work from home and I was fine being in a call center. So when I was sent back, I was like, that's it, I have to leave. I have to leave and I can focus on doing crochet and knitting instead. So that's what I did. And I'm glad I was sent back because that was like a kick to me to finally start and do something, because I don't know if I would have left if not that, because I was too scared, you know, how it's gonna go. Maybe there's gonna be a good month and then a bad month, and yeah, but I'm glad I did leave and now I'm doing what I actually love. Now, where I learned crocheting from, it was YouTube. I didn't have any relatives who would crochet, so I just learned it off YouTube and then eventually started to create my own pieces. If you do want to learn crochet too, YouTube is your best friend. I think nowadays you can learn all kind of things on YouTube. You do search for a thing and multiple videos comes up how to do this and that. So it is a really great source on learning. Another question asking what made me start to crochet or knit. So I think I was in my last year of uni when I saw this crochet sunflower bag and I was like, I could buy it, but I could also try and learn how to do it. So I think I went to the yarn store, bought more than I need yarn and started working on it. I obviously failed. It did not look like sunflower at all. I was still proud of it at a time and I did think it's, you know, nearly close to the bag that I saw on Pinterest. Now looking at it, it wasn't. I don't think I even finished because deep in here I knew it's not that good and I'm not gonna wear it. But from that day I fell in love with the craft and I have been crocheting since then. And for the knitting, I always wanted to learn to knit because I do love knit clothes, but I never did up until last year. Basically, my hand was hurting, especially this wrist, and I couldn't crochet for some time, but then I realized if I do knit, it doesn't hurt. And I couldn't sit doing nothing, so I did learn how to knit. I don't know much though. I can knit, you know, a basic thing, and I have one written pattern which is, you know, sort of what is easy and it's not too complicated, but I would love to learn so much more. And how do I complete so many projects? Probably because I'm always crocheting. So if I am watching a movie or, you know, series of some sort, I'm always gonna be crocheting. That's why I don't see half the movie, but I just can't sit and not do anything, just watch the movie, unless I'm in cinema. But other than that, I'm pretty much always crocheting. And I'm not the quickest crocheter, so I think the reason why I complete so many pieces is just because I constantly crochet. That would be it. But yeah, one question is really nice. Thank you so much. I have settled fine. I love being here. I love this office space so much. And now talking about this guy, his name is, I hope you can see him, his name is Horcrux. We do call him in Lithuanian, which is Horocrusas, basically soul keeper, so that's his name. We basically got it off Harry Potter, and he is 2 years old. He is British short hair, and he's such a good boy. I can't even imagine how did I deserve him, because he's so cute, he's so cuddly, even though he doesn't want to cuddle me now. He doesn't understand what I'm doing. But yeah, he was just in my lap while I was crocheting that band, but I'm gonna let him go. He doesn't like, I don't think any cats like to be held or anything, but yeah, he's still on my lap, all the hair flying. But yeah, now this is how much I've got done on one leg. I do like the colors together so far. I hope I'm not gonna mess it up. But yeah, that's it for the questions. Thank you everyone who did leave a comment and asked me a question. I hope I answered them, but yeah, for now I'm just gonna continue making this leg, which is quite repetitive because you are doing the same row over and over again. And I have finally finished both of the legs. This is how it looks. I will be trimming on those ends, but I will keep those tails out. I do like how they look, and also you don't have to hide them in. But now the next step is to basically join them together. I'll grab some stitches that are gonna be joined and will sit in the middle, and then we'll continue on the waist. So this shouldn't take long, and yeah, it's pretty much done. And this is the pants done. This is how they look on. And I'm very happy how they turned out. Also, I think I used about 500 grams of yarn all together. And yeah, I got rid of a lot of the yarns. And this is yet another day. So I think it's been a week since I last filmed when I made the pants, and it's in general took me like 3 weeks to make this video, and it still does. So I didn't film much on making a dress because this is already a really long video. So basically I made half the dress already, and I'm here to update you. So what I did, I made those sleeves, mesh ones, and I picked my nudes, whites, beige and blacks for this project because I did also have quite a lot of that. So I made one sleeve, then I made the other one, which is exact same but random rows. For those I did double crochets, trebles, double trebles, sometimes with a chain in between or 2 chains in between to create that mesh look. And yeah, sometimes I did rows of just plain stitches. So yeah, I really like how those turned out. But then to kind of bring it all together, I made the top, which is backless, and it's in the shape of this. So it's not as wide as the bottom because I did increase to wrap this around my back. But yeah, I'll show you how it looks on once I do finish it. But yeah, again, once I made the sleeves, then the top, I joined everything together with Tunisian crochet because it seems to be more sturdy, especially when you need that to tie around. So I did that and I joined as I go. So it goes all around the sleeve into the front. Same for the other one here. And it just ties on the back. So this is how much I've got done so far. Now I'm just simply gonna go around and do a skirt, which I think it's gonna be quite puffy. I don't think the sleeves are that wide for it to contradict with the skirt part. So yeah, it's gonna be quite puffy. I think I'm gonna go in layers, doing treble crochets, double trebles, and so on. For the top part, I'm not gonna do the mesh because I don't want it to be see-through, but towards the bottom, I'm probably gonna do mesh too.
Honey, I got what you want. Give me all of your love, 'cause it's burning hot. It's what you do to me, babe, I can guarantee. Honey, I got what you need.
And I'm back with the final dress. This is how it looks now. I'm gonna put it on and I'll show you how it looks on. But no joke, one of this ruffle row for the skirt took me 40 minutes. So if you go and count these rows, it's a lot of hours, but I don't even know how much it took in general. I'm happy it's done. I can't wait to put it on and see what it looks like. And here it is on. I like how the skirt looks like. It was a bit heavy, so I put an elastic in here so it would keep on, and you could also lift it or place it below. I might do a couple of rows on the back side only. I feel that's a little short, but yeah, this is how it looks. I'm obsessed with the sleeves. I might be blocking them because they are a bit wonky because of all the different stitches, but yeah, I'm obsessed with the dress and can't wait to wear it. But yeah, like I said, you can lift this up if you want to. Of course, the top is gonna scrunch here, but I can either wear it up or a bit down. And this is how the sleeves look like. It ties on the back here as well as here to keep the sleeves on. I did initially think I can go without it, but it's way easier to have the tie on the back because these don't fall often. But yeah, it's pretty comfy, I would say. But yeah, let me know which of these scrap projects is your favorite. Mine has to be the dress. I've never made one and it's my very first one, so it has to be the favorite. Second, I would place the green sweater, and then pants at third place because I've already made those before, so you know it wasn't anything surprising to me. But yeah, let me know your favorite in the comments down below. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to hit subscribe, like this video, and I'll see you in my next one.